go.
Hello, everyone. Nice to see you. I see some of you are popping in the comments. So, just the normal drill, drop a line, let me know you can hear and see me okay. Hello, Altenew and Beth. We have Beth here in the comments being my moderator today. Hi, Allison and Melissa. Great to see everybody here. All right, so a couple things to cover before I get started. So, yeah, just let me know everything's working okay. Kind of just a normal check since you never know. It's been a week. So, hello, Vicky. Hi, everyone. Great. So, I'm assuming you can hear and see me okay. So, a couple things I just want to cover before I get started is we have Altenew here in the comments. Mitzi is behind the badge there, so everyone can say hello to Mitzi. I'm going to be using Altenew products today, and I have a special for you that Altenew has generously given to my viewers today. So I have something for you there, and also a little disclaimer. So this live is going to be a little different than my normal lives because this is the first live I'm attempting with Dalton home. Some of you may know that I have a child with autism, and so I don't typically do lives when he's home because he, I just don't. It's difficult, but he's sick. And we will be going actually to the doctor a little later on this afternoon. So he is home. He's not feeling good. And I tried to lay him down for a nap because I know he's tired, but I can hear him in his room. So we'll see how long this lasts. So I apologize if this is your first time joining me on a live. This isn't normally how it would work. Normally, Dalton's at school or daddy has him to occupy him. But today, well, we're going to give it a shot because I missed last week. I couldn't reschedule, just way too much going on. So, hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Good. Everything looks and sounds good. Wonderful. Hi, Amrita and Heidi and Heather. Great. All right, everyone. Thank you, Mary. Yeah, it's been a rough one. If you know anyone that has a special needs child, when they're sick, it's really, really difficult, especially Dalton, because he can't communicate very well with what's wrong. So this one I was hoping would run its course, and I'm just gonna go get his throat checked, is really what I'm concerned about right now. So we will see what happens. But yeah, today I have a special from Altenew. So let me pop up a graphic here real quick. Oh, where did it go? I don't know where it went. Oh, it's in my other. Okay, I think it's on my tabletop. So I'll pop that up. So let's go to my tabletop here. Okay, so this is a set I'm going to be using today in the video. We'll try. It's called Garden Whispers. It is the Craft Your Life project kit from Altenew. I think this is brand new for February, I believe. I did link some basic supplies down below in the video description. I love their Craft Your Life project kits. So I just thought we'd give this one a whirl, do some little bit of ink blending for this. And after the live, Beth is going to be taking some notes. So if there's anything I missed in my supply list, she's going to let me know, and I will update that a little bit later on today. 1 second. Sorry, I have a slight cough. I'm not sick, just a tickle. So I do. Here is my picture that I wanted to share with you. If it works. There it is. So Altenew is generously offering for my viewers the It's a free gift. It's a Slim Grip Sticky Mat in black on orders of $59 or more using this code on screen. It's the MINXALT4FUN. So I believe what you do is you add it to your cart. You got to add the sticky mat to your cart after you hit that $59 order, and then you enter in that gift code. Mitzi will correct me if I'm wrong there, but I'm pretty sure that that is how it works. And I will show you that today in my project. So yeah, it's a great value. The sticky mats are really great. So I will show you that in just a moment. Deep breath. I feel like I just rushed all that information out at you. Sorry about that. All right, so back to my work surface here. Let's grab the Stampwheel 2.0. Grab that for you real quick. All right, so this is the 2.0 stamp wheel. If you guys are not familiar with it, it is a stamping positioner. This is the 2.0, so it's a larger size. I really do like the larger size because I can fit my cardstock in here, which I'll explain in a minute. It's got the lid, the flip lid. I don't have all the correct terminology, but the flip lid. And then inside is a sticky mat. So these are great just to have on their own for stenciling. You may have seen some of my videos where I've used the larger 9x12. And then in the bottom here, I actually have a white one in here, but they do have the black one available. So it just is stuck right down to the bottom of my mat or my stamp wheel. And then I can just put this right over the top. So this is great. You can use this if you have red rubber stamps. You can just take this out and use this to hold your cardstock in place. Then there is, they have the 9x9 clear sticky mat. And then there is the 9x9 black. So the black one is that deal that I have for you today, right here, the free gift. It's the Slim Grip Sticky Mat in black. So this is the free gift with the $59 purchase using that code. So you would add that to your cart and then use the code. Okay. What size stamp wheel does that sticky mat fit? Well, this one is designed for the 2.0. I'm pretty sure it would be too big for the regular one. Let me look. This is the regular size, or their first one that they came out with. So this is the original. So yeah, this would be too big for the original. So the 9x9 is designed for the Stampwheel 2.0. But this is the original one, and I think they do have sticky mats for the original stamp wheel, but mine is for the 9x9 size. I can hear him talking in there, so we'll see how long this goes. Okay, so right now I do have the white one in there. What I like about that is I have the black lines here to show me my grid. But if you pick up the black one, you'll have white lines. So both of them are really great. And you can use these on their own. So if you want to use these for stenciling, it's a nice tacky kind of mat. These are actually kind of my favorite type of mats. They're not overly sticky. They're just the right kind of tack. So these kind are actually really my favorite. But once you have that in the bottom of your stamp wheel, you would just put your sticky mat back in here. And then I can see my lines over the top. Okay, so I am going to start. There's a hole kind of in the top plate here, if you can see that. I get that. There it is. I always keep that at the bottom. That's just my placeholder, so I always know what way that my grid is going to place on top. All right. Hi, everyone. Okay, sorry about that. Again, I feel like I rushed through. I'm trying to get you all of the information before he decides to pop out. Because once he gets a hold of that iPad, forget it. Let's see. Someone had asked a question about the sticky mat. It looks like Mitzi covered that. Sticky mats are made for the Stamp Wheel 1 and another for the Stamp Wheel 2. The freebie today was, Oh, did I have that wrong, Mitzi? The freebie today is for the Stampwheel 1? Oh, I said that wrong. Did I? Oh, I did. I'm so sorry, Mitzi. I think I said that wrong. I thought it was for the 9x9. So sorry about that. I just wanted to look at that graphic real quick. Okay, so the free gift is for the original stamp wheel. Is that correct, Mitzi? Not the 2.0? I'll just double check with her. Totally read that wrong. That was my bad. But I will be using the Stamp Wheel 2.0 today because I do like the bigger size. All right, so I'm going to just pop that down. Sorry about that, everybody. Anyway, I'm going to get to crafting before it gets to be too late. And I thought I would do some ink blending. So I need to get a piece of cardstock. And I'm going to place this down in that bottom left-hand corner. And I'm going to do that. The freebie today is for the 7.5. Okay, so sorry about that, you guys. That is my bad. I just get so excited about the 2.0. So yes, I'm sorry. The free gift today is for the 7.5 by 7.5 sticky mat. So works exactly the same, but it's for the original stamp wheel. Totally my apologies, everybody. So I am putting some cardstock down here in the bottom corner. I'm going to do kind of my typical stamping, which is stamping in a light color first so I can do some ink blending. So I want to make sure that my cardstock is going to be in the same place each time. So let's see. Oh, I needed a bigger piece of cardstock. I always cut my cardstock to 5.5 by 8.5. So let's see if I can get this whole thing to fit without, there it goes. That'll work. Hi, Cindy. Thank you so much. Yes, challenges. Challenges every day. But we work through it. Okay, so I picked that up with my stamp wheel. I'm going to flip that over, and I'm going to ink this up with a light gray ink. Where did it go? So if you've ever watched my videos before, whenever I'm going to do stenciling, I like to stamp my image first in a light gray ink, because then when I go to ink blend, I am not risking the chance of smearing any black ink, which seems to be what I end up doing. So I like to stamp in a light gray ink first. And then when I'm done ink blending, I'll come back over the top with a black ink. So we'll stamp this down. I believe the pictured sticky mat does not say what size is free. Oh, did not look at that very closely. I can pull that back up here in a little bit. Good morning, Kelly. Okay, I'm going to ink that up one more time. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I'm so sorry that I did not get a live rescheduled last week. And this week just wasn't quite going as I had hoped. So we will see what the doctor says and get Mr. Dalton on a road to recovery. Yeah, the stamping in the gray ink, I know is kind of scary for some people because they're worried they won't put their cardstock back in their stamp positioner the right way. I don't mess up too often when it comes to that. I've kind of just learned. All right, so I'm going to go with this. And I'm going to flip this up and set this behind me off on the side. And there is, so I know I stamped it crooked so it would fit on my cardstock. So there is that. And then we will grab our stencil. Hi, everyone. Sharon, I don't understand all the different mats. Would like the black one. I mostly use for ink blending on dies or using stencils. So those slim mats are really meant to go underneath your main sticky mat in the stamp wheel. Some people like to use it for grid lines so that you can line up your cardstock. Other people, if you have a red rubber stamp, you would remove the sticky piece. Let me bring that back out. So for these particular sticky mats, so I know there's probably different terminology, but you essentially kind of have two sticky mats. You have this one, which you use when you do with your clear stamps. But if you have a red rubber stamp, you'd remove this sticky piece and then put your cardstock down here. And this sticky mat will hold your cardstock in place. So you could stamp with a red rubber stamp without this in there, if that makes sense. There's different sizes. There are slim grip or slim sticky mats for the original stamp wheel and one for the 2.0. So I hope that clarifies that for you. And then we're going to bring out another one. I could just ink blend right on that sticky mat that's in there, but I like to use this. So I am just going to wipe this down real quick. Mine is getting loved. It's got some stains on it, which is fine. And then I will just tap my hand over it to kind of get away any of the dampness. So I'm going to place my cardstock down. And I think I'm going to go with just some real light ink blending. I'm not going to go overly crazy because sometimes it's just kind of fun to not have to do every single thing. And especially if you're on a time crunch, like I'm kind of on a time crunch. So all of the Altenew stencils are labeled. We have stencil 1. I don't know if you can see it. Get out of my light. Hold on. Okay, see there it is. There's a 1. There's a 2 somewhere up there. So I'm just going to make sure they're all in order because when I clean my stencils after using them, I don't always put them back in the right order. And we will start matching up to our flowers. So I like this. It's pretty easy to get an idea where this goes. You can see that lined up pretty good. And I have quite a bit of space up here and I don't want to get any ink on those other areas. So I'm going to bring in some Post-it tape or you can use Post-it notes. And I mean, I'm using some smaller blending brushes, but I still get a little nervous. Okay, so there's that. Now let's pick out a color. So I think I'm going to use these pinks today. I believe these are recently released. We have baby pink, fuchsia, magenta, and jazzberry. I think I'm just going to go really light today. Okay. Pretty sure that I have ink stands from Brienne somewhere, but I don't know where I put them. So I will just use my sticky mat to hold it down. And let's grab a blending brush. And I'm going to use these kind of smaller ones for right now. There's a few different sizes. This one's kind of, to me, a medium size. These are their bigger blending brushes. And then we have kind of this medium size. So I'm going to start with this one, I think. Hi, everyone. Hi, Carrie. It's Mitzi behind the Altenew badge. She is wonderful for joining us today. Hello, everyone that is popping in. If you missed the beginning, my son is oh my gosh, too many words. My son is homesick. So currently he's laying down in his bed, but I can hear him talking. So I don't know how long he'll stay there. So well, we shall see. Yeah, I can hear him. He's laughing. Told him mommy was making a video, so he had to behave. We'll see how long that lasts. All right, so I'm just really lightly going through that. I am not going to spend a lot of time on that. So if you're catching the replay later on, thank you for watching the replay and joining. I will go over that special offer once again before I sign off. So in case you missed that in the beginning too. So you can see now with that first layer of the stencil, it just did some of the petals. Now what I could also do, and I actually usually do, is come in with a darker shade. Well, maybe let's do that. I didn't do that this time, and it's hard for me not to because I do it so much. So let me bring that back in, and let's grab another brush. I almost always do this, is I'll come in the centers with a darker shade. So let's just do that real quick. I think I did list the blending brushes just because I do love their blending brushes. So let's just add that in there. And that was fuchsia. And we'll just soften that up a little bit with that lighter color. Okay. There we go. And then I will just shift the stencil and cover the other petals. You can see how these just kind of rotate a little bit. They're on the same stencil piece here, divided by an etched line, which is a little hard to show on camera, but definitely you can see it perfectly in person. I can kind of push that. Actually, I'll cover it down here. Uh-oh. His music shut off. That means he's coming out. Add a little bit of ink here in the center. You guys will have to excuse me while I talk to my son for a second. Uh-oh. He is awakening. And I'm going to bet he took his pillowcase off, because he always does. All right, add that darker color to the center. I don't know if you guys can hear him. It's kind of funny. So you might have to bear with me while I get him reined in a little bit. So if you guys are all just joining me, my son is home sick today. So this is the first time that I've tried to do a live with him home. I thought he would actually take a nap, and that is not looking like it's happening. Normally it's really hard because he likes to play his iPad and he doesn't really understand volume control. Well, you'll hear him soon, Beth. Okay, so I'm missing a couple pieces here on the smaller flower. So you guys are going to get real life in action here pretty quick. He also likes to talk in different languages. Not really sure which language he's on right now. All right, so that is the first layer of the flower. And now we'll do the second layer. So I just kind of twist and turn. My head's probably been popping in. Dalton, Mommy's doing a video. You're going to have to wear headphones.
I'll put these stickers off.
What stickers? Uh-oh.
Off the wall.
Okay, but
Turn it down a little bit.
can you wear headphones? Will you wear headphones for me?
No,
Okay, you can go in my bed with your iPad, but you gotta turn it way down. Can you do that? I'm gonna jump to magenta for this one.
Because of that.
Okay, but Mommy is on a video, so the microphone is on.
Because of that, plane won't fly.
Okay. You can go in mommy's bed and just turn it way down. Deal?
Almost make goofies when he started.
That's my deal.
Anything to cut it with.
So this is an interesting live. I also don't want to get copyright for some of the stuff that he plays because he likes Mickey Mouse. Nope. Can't do that. Got to mute you guys for 1 minute while I get him settled. Okay, we will try that. Thank you guys. I am so sorry for the interruptions. Thank you all so much. A little tricky. This is why I've never really had scheduled lives, because you just never know the wrenches that'll get thrown into it. And then I feel bad of, hey, I'm going live, and then, oh no, sorry, I'm not. You guys would get whiplash. And now he's coughing. And yeah, and I can't just tell him to turn it down. He doesn't always listen to that. He doesn't always want to turn it down. He plays it really loud. And there must be something with the hertz in sound, like the megahertz, because some of those videos he plays are like just Mickey Mouse music, but they are awful. Like, I don't know. It must feel good to his ears, but it ain't to mine. So I'm going to do leaves here. Looks like I got to mask off some stuff. So yeah, and plus, I mean, my channel's monetized, and so I have to be careful, because if any of that music gets caught on YouTube, I could get a strike against my video or my channel for having copyright music. So I got to be careful. So I picked out, I'm actually missing one of these, but I think I'm going to start right away in with a lime and maybe add a little blending with the reindeer moss. Thank you guys. I appreciate that so much. Not kind of the normal live, I guess you would see from crafters. But I do like chatting with you guys. I do like explaining my process as best as I can and why I do things the way I do. And I mean, you also are kind of just seeing it all, happen as I go. If I mess up, well, then I mess up. Joining late from sunny Ohio. Hi, Josie. Oh, you know what? I didn't want to remove that yet. I keep doing that. I get distracted by all the comments. And I will do reindeer. I'm going to add a little bit of that reindeer in there. Oh, I just love this green. This reindeer moss is so beautiful. Add a little bit there. Hi, Amy. Hope I'm not missing any questions from you guys. Sorry if I have. Isn't that beautiful? I love this. Craft Your Life project kits. They're always some of my favorite. These and the Build-A-Gardens. It's whenever Altenew sends out emails about, hey, we're releasing new products. I'm like, Craft Your Life, build a, what is it? Build-A-Garden. Craft Your Life and Build-A-Garden, please. Because those are my favorite to work with. Hi, Kate. Thank you for joining us today. Okay, this one's a little tricky. I should have probably added some like temporary adhesive behind that, because this one's kind of, I think I was a little rough on it last time. So I got to be a little careful. Kind of holding that down with my finger there to get those lines. And just softly blend off so it's not so, I'm not really coloring the entire area. I kind of leave one side a little bit darker, and then some other areas I leave a little more of the white showing through. I think it just adds so much to the card projects when you do that. So I very rarely use one color on each stencil. I'm almost always coming in to add depth. Let's try and get this in here. So let's add, oh, there we go. Back and forth works really well. There we go. Yeah. I have stencils that I swear ink blend like a lumberjack. Maybe I read that wrong, but that's hilarious. Kelly asks, do you have the Glassboard Studio magnets? Those would help holding the stencils. You know, so what's funny is I've invested in quite a few glass mats over the years because I don't know. I'm always changing the color of my mat, depending, I guess, on my mood, experimenting with different color mats. That's neither here nor there. And most of them are magnetic. And I also have one from Tailored Expressions that are magnetic. And you know what's funny is even though I have the magnets, I do not use the magnets for the glass mats. Honestly, if I am going to put a magnet down to hold anything in place, I will dig out my Make Art station. I don't know. I guess I have trust issues with a glass board. I know they have held great, but I'm kind of a heavy-handed and not so delicate ink blender. So if I'm going to do anything like that, I dig out my Make Art station. It's just kind of, it hasn't failed me. Not that glass boards would. I'm not saying that their magnets aren't great, but I just know with the amount of pressure I put on my stencils and my brushes, I'm better off with a Make Art station. And this has helped. I mean, this works really well too. It took me a while to get on this whole sticky mat bandwagon, but the more I use it, the better, the more familiar I get with it, the more I'm getting used to it. So it's like anything. You have to learn how the tools work with your style of card making. I think that's like anything. I love to try new tools. You know, do I need them all? No, but I like to try new tools. Some work for me, some don't. So for instance, I bought the glue press, the Misty glue press. I bought it. I don't like it. It's not for me. There's a certain way I like to glue. It's not for me. I'm not going to say it's a bad product because it's not. It's a great idea, but it's not comfortable for me. So, well, that was something I tried. It just didn't work. So I think that's like anything, you know, same thing. And I know things are an investment. Stamp wheels are an investment. Sticky mats are an investment. You know, if something doesn't work for you, do a giveaway. That's my idea. All right, so let's line up this one. He is actually being very good right now. Let's see, how does this one line up? There we go. And I don't know if you can see, there's actually some etched lines right here. So that will line up with the stamped area. Oh, I was actually off there a little bit. That is the stamped area of your leaf. We're going to go like that. All right. Did I miss a question? Looks like Mitzi was getting in a answer for you. Sorry if I missed your questions, friends. Lots on the brain today. So ink blending is a great way for me to relieve all that busyness and chaos in my head. Some people do die cutting. I do ink blending. Actually, I do also do cross stitching. That really is a good stress reliever for me until I mess up my stitches. All right, and there's that. I'm loving those. Looks like I missed. I think these are for the other one. Is there another one? Yeah, these are for the leaves. That's a different image. So let's bring the center of our flower back in and get those on there. I often forget about the centers. Okay. Whoop, 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 whoop. Trying not to stick my finger directly in the ink either. So let's move some of these ink pads. And let's do, I don't think I linked these two yet. I actually kind of forgot about the yellows. Altenew's sticky mats have made my stenciling so much easier. Usually die cut my stamped images before stenciling so they fit on the mat easily without the stencils. Oh, Carrie, that's brilliant. You know, that is a really great tip. Once in a while, I'll do that if I remember. I obviously did not remember today. But that is a great, great tip. You can die cut it out, and then that way you don't have all this extra cardstock to maneuver around. So yes, great, great tip. This is a butternut. And then, oops, I gotta move my stencil. Pumpkin pie. You don't get a better name than pumpkin pie. And we're gonna try this, even though I still have green on my stencil. We will see if I can master this. All right. And I need a small one. These are so handy, these smaller sizes. I have a whole bunch of them. And whenever I see them on sale, I buy some more. All right. There we go. So I think that completes my image. Let's stamp this bad boy and see where it lands us. Let me clean up some of these sticky notes. Oh, is Megan here? Hi, Megan. It's pretty cute. I was talking to her today and I told her that Dalton was home. She's like, but you're going live. I'm like, yep. Yep, I am. He did not nap much, Megan. So he is in my bedroom with the volume turned down. I don't know what it is. He loves my bedroom. And to be honest, it's a disaster. I mean, that's where I keep all of my stamp sets. So it is a mess in there. I don't know, maybe it's the sunshine that comes in, or could be I have twinkle lights in my bedroom. So that could be it too. Okay, so we will bring this back into the stamp wheel to restamp this. So I'm going to place this down in that bottom corner like I did. I have green ink somewhere. I'm seeing it. Let me wipe my hands. All right, so every now and then I can see some smudges here. So yeah, if you've been ink blending, which means your fingers are touching your stencil, it's always good to have baby wipes around, kind of give your hands a quick wipe down, because that would make me cry. All right, so we will pop that back down, but now my hands are wet. Pop that back down in that corner. So you could absolutely leave it like this too. So this kind of gives it a no line look, just meaning that you're not seeing the stark separation of all of the lines. So you could very well just leave it like this. Question, how do you like the Stampwheel 2.0 as opposed to the other version? I love it. So the reason I love it is this piece of cardstock is 5.5 by 8.5. I will take my full sheets of cardstock, which this happens to be Hammermill, and I just cut them right in half. So I have a whole bin of pre-cut panels that are 5.5 by 8.5. I also have some that are 4.25 by 5.5, so I can just grab and go. On the original stamp wheel, I can't fit these pre-cut cardstock pieces in it. The base is not big enough, so I'd have to cut my cardstock down even more, and I didn't really want to do that. I felt like I was wasting cardstock. So I do love the Stampwheel 2.0 because it does have this bigger base. Now, they both function absolutely the same as far as stamping. The other difference with the Stampwheel 2.0 is that this is removable. So if you get their really big stamp sets, which I do have a couple because they're so gorgeous, especially the peonies, you know, it'll fit bigger pieces of cardstock, the bigger stamp sets. So that is removable. Mindy will have to answer. Let's see. F. Joe Clemens, do you have the stand for TE blending brushes? Wondering if others might fit in there too. I do, but I haven't put it together. I did pick it up. But I never put it together for the small ones. Their brushes are very similar in size to Gina K Designs detail blending brushes. And also, one sec. So you can see here, this is one of the blending brushes I was using earlier. I don't remember if it's a small, mini. I get the sizes mixed up, but this is a go-to for me. This is a TE, and then this is an Altenew. Does it say? Yeah, look at that. Micro blending brush. So you know, if you look at the size comparison there, the Altenew ones might fit, to be honest, these micro blending brushes, but not their bigger ones. So I do know that much about that holder that TE has. So this is also similar to the Gina K Designs. So those would fit. If you have it and you were looking at what else you could store in it. So I hope that answered that question for you. All right, so let's stamp this. Probably the most exciting part of the video is, will Mindy stamp it correctly? We shall see. And the crowd goes silent. Just kidding. All right, this is the Altenew Obsidian. Yes, I forgot we have our TE database in the comments as well. She helps answer any TE questions that you may have. So let's stamp this. Ready? Hold your breath. Thank you, Amrita. All right, here we go. Did I do it? Did I do it? And yes, my ear is popping, which is why I didn't put my face on the screen today. Yes, you are very knowledgeable in TE products. I appreciate that. A little bit of everybody in the comments today. Oh gosh, you guys, like seriously, that is the best moment ever. Like you kind of just have to let it sit, soak in how great that looks. I don't know. It's like the suspense buildup, you know? I just love it. It's my favorite part. Some people go for like a reveal, a peel and reveal. Nope. This is what it is for me right there. That is my happy place. Yeah, I should have had a drum roll. Man, think of that. I need a drink. Hold on one sec. Okay, much better. All right, I'm going to peel this off and get this put away. It did look really great without the lines too. Okay, let's pop that in. And I think I'm actually just going to use a sentiment off of here. They do have, gosh, he's being so good right now, you guys. Can't tell you how impressed I am. Let's see. Hope shines brightest in the darkest moments. You are my sunshine. Thank you. I'm looking at the sentiments that have a coordinating die because that's the best kind of sentiment. You are my favorite person. Let's do that. I like that. And I have a room on here, so let's just go ahead and stamp this kind of down in the corner, and then I can cut it out. I hate to say it, but I think my throat is getting sore the more I'm talking. That would be bad. So I will just ink this up with the Obsidian ink as well. And stamp this down. How am I doing on time? 15. I don't want to go too much longer. I seem to always go over an hour. So I'm going to try and not go too much longer. Oh, that's great. Okay. All right. While I am picking all this up and putting it away before I do my die cutting, are there any questions that I might have missed along the way? I know I've kind of been babbling, and who knows what kind of random thoughts have been popping out of my mouth as I've been working. Thank you, guys. Oh, I know. I'm going to start popping my vitamin C. I mean, I can only avoid it for so long when he coughs like directly in my face. He tries to cover it, but this is also why I keep him home, because just not the greatest at covering his mouth. Torn between two gorgeous magnolia designs from Altenew. Do you have a preference? Oh, gosh. Oh, I don't know, Beth. That is so hard. It's hard to choose between any of their flowers, to be honest. But I will tell you that my soft spot is peonies. They come out with a peony. I don't care if I have 20 different peonies in my collection. I want the peony. That is where my weak spot is. So I think this is the one. So I'm not sure I can help you with that decision, Beth. Catherine asks, I'm looking at this set online, and one of the first images is pink flowers with huge sentiments with a pretty background. I'm wondering what the background is, maybe stenciling or embossing. I don't have the website pulled up right now. Maybe Mitzi's still in the comments and can help you with that. She's pretty familiar, obviously, with the product, so she might be able to pinpoint it. But I'd have to go look at the website. Okay, let's put that down there. And we will get this die cut. And hear him in there. It's like between a cough and I don't know. Yes, they're peony sets. So they have one of those like huge, like 8.5 by 11 size stamp sets with the peonies. And it's just so gorgeous. I love that set. And I was tempted to use it today because it's so beautiful. I put it in a journal. Oh my gosh. It made the most gorgeous journal page. All right, line this up. I'm gonna have to stick my head in here. 1 second, friends. All right. Hold that down. I'll hold it down a couple spots so it doesn't move. So after the, uh-oh, he's coming out. 1 second. I'm going to mute you guys real quick. So give me 1 second. Okay, sorry about that, friends. He's getting a little antsy. So, while I'm die cutting this out, I will take pictures of my completed card project. I probably am going to have to cut this short, but I will take pictures of my completed card project after the live is done. I will also update. I'm going to use my Empress to die cut this, hopefully. I will also update pictures, supplies, anything. I will update all of that after my live is done. So let me run this through real quick. Okay. Yes, actually, adult. Oh gosh, what is Dalton? Oh, I am horrible. What is he, 14? I'm losing track of my kids' ages nowadays. 14. Gosh, that's awful. I'm not really. I think it's 14. Pretty sure it's 14. He is in 8th grade. So, isn't that horrible? We start to forget our kids' ages after a while. It's like they get in the double digits and it's just like all goes downhill. Anyway, before he pops out of his room, I wanted to share this with you guys one more time. So Altenew has graciously offered you guys a special deal. This is an exclusive offer for you, and it is, what do you want to call it? Available from today until the 27th. So you have a couple days to take advantage of this. It is a free gift. It is the Slimgrip Sticky Mat in black for the original stamp wheel. I said it incorrectly earlier, but it's for the original stamp wheel. And we have some information just down here in the bottom. It says add the stamp wheel slim grip sticky mat, the black version, to your cart and use the code at checkout to get it for free while supplies last. So again, this is for the original. I don't think it says it. Yeah, it doesn't. Oh, here, there's a little corner. It shows you the 7 mark. So it's not the bigger size. It's for the original one. This is available for orders over $59. So you hit that total, add the grip mat to your cart, use the code, get that for free. So I did want to pass that information along to you guys before he decides to come out. I think he's getting antsy. I think I'm going to have to cut this short. But I will get this finished a little later on. We are going to be heading out to the doctor here within the next hour anyway. So let me just come over here real quick. So I tried today, guys. I tried. 1 second. So I did just kind of want to show you or give you an idea of what I was hoping to do with this. Hold on, buddy. Honestly, I wasn't planning on going super crazy with this. I was just going to tuck this down in the bottom corner, maybe add some ink blending in the background, just some light pink, like one of the pinks that I used today. I was just going to add that in the background, and then I could just place this sentiment probably up in the corner. And I did link down below the Altenew foam tape. So they came out with a few different versions. I've always loved their original foam tape, which, where do I have that one? Nope, that's their big one. Where did I put it? Now I don't know where I put it. Oh, I know where I put it. I hung it on my wall. So this is their original foam tape. Love it. This one's getting down. I already bought a new one, but they came out with a few different ones too. So there are some that are skinnier. This one actually is probably about the same thickness as this. And then this is a thicker thickness. You can see how thick that is. So I did link these down below in the video description. It is definitely a go-to foam tape for me. Honestly, this has been the one that's been a big go-to for me. I think I already bought an extra set. It's not super thick. It's just kind of a perfect thickness for me. So this is probably what I'll use on the back of my die cut flower to pop it up, and also my sentiment. I can hear him. So, Yeah, so I did link that down below in my video description. Okay, let me just check over. Let me see if I can do this. 1 second here. Nope, wrong one. Hold on. Previous. There I am. Hi. So let's do this. Okay, so kind of made it through alive with Dalton home. I got further than I thought I would actually. Mitzi says she actually used the foam tapes to put up some canvas artwork on her wall and it did not budge. That's great. Okay, let me just peek through if you guys have any comments. Beth, thank you so much, Beth, and Mitzi, thank you both for being in the comments, answering questions, linking things for me. I appreciate that so much. It is great to have helping hands in the comments. Oh, let's see. Any questions really quick? Oh, now he's fixing his door. It's great. Don't know if I want to walk in and see what he's doing in there. All right. E. Miller says the Altenew Craft Your Life project kits are your latest addiction. I know they are so good. They are so good. Thank you guys all so much. Yes. So yeah, if if you're joining me on the replay, thank you so much for joining. Leave some comments down below. I always check my YouTube comments and I almost always at least heart or respond to them. So you know that I am checking them because I do like to see, if there's suggestions or things you would have done differently or what you do love about it. I love to read all the comments. So I appreciate that when you guys do that. If you're not already subscribed, I would love it if you did subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am trying to go live weekly. Not gonna lie, February's been a bit rocky. Hopefully we can even out pretty soon. I may actually go live again this week, depending on what the doctor says and if Dalton's gonna pick up a little bit. He's been on a few-day run here with it, so I'm hoping it clears out soon, but hopefully going live again this week. But thank you guys all so much for joining me. As soon as we get things squared away with Dalton, I'll come back, finish the card, and get that supply list updated. And again, that deal that Altenew is offering is good through the 27th. So a great time to take advantage of that. And thank you, Altenew, for that as well. All right, guys, thank you so much for all your wonderful comments today with Dalton and the live and bearing with me. So I am going to let me fix my screen, pop that out. I think my camera is going funny. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. I will hopefully see you again later this week. Bye.